We look at tip number 16, use private label market to increase net profit and market share, get higher image. I just showed you before. So we jump to tip number 17, maximum bid price. Maximum bid price must be $5 lower than average, and wholesale price. See wholesale price marketing report, market snapshot, bid high price in year 11 and year 12. So we can bid high price in year 11 and year 12 because in this new year's production capacity of all the companies still very low, so they do not bid too much. We can bid here, we can get net profit higher, and also we can hit high price. But in the future years, we cannot bid so high because we cannot get $18 for the margin like here and in here in Europe and Asia Pacific, because in that later years most of the companies have a higher production capacity and they will produce more, so we cannot bid higher price in the later years, right? And we move to tip number 18. Tip number 18 is we sell more in private markets with higher margin. We take that carefully. I go through that before. And tip number 19, very important for finance and cash flow. We borrow new loans with lower interest and pay off old debts with higher interest rates. Actually, I show you this one from the basic guidelines, but it's so important that so we go through again. We go to the finance focus. So we hear that we have a few loans from the previous year. We can pay that. Last year we get the interest rate of 7.50%, and we can check that the price, the balance sheet cash flow around here. So we see that the rate 7.5%. So actually we can borrow the, in this case not so effective, but the other case if we hear 6.5%, we can borrow new loans and pay off the debt and get higher credit and image here when A and A plus, right? So every year we pay off old loans and then we get using the new loan only when the interest rate is lower than older interest rate, right? So after 19 tips, the first the big tip is you should stop a little bit and then review on the decision in case we do not miss anything. We do something like this. We go from corporate citizenship to check 1, 2, and 3 decision we have done, right? And also self-focus, everything is clean, clear, green and blue, not anything red, because red is not consistent through the different table. And also we look at here, we see we tick the right thing, right? Upgrade the factories with the right option. And also branded production, we have 5-star. We see on the figures here we put in correctly. Sometimes we check reduce a little bit to minimize or optimal number we have put in. And also branded distribution, we distribute that wisely. Also we go through the cost of perhaps after distribution to each market. For internet marketing, we check here. Sometimes it's important. For example, last year they did not make a wise decision, but yes, here we should be no, right? Increase the market share and also keep high margin of prepare for each market. And wholesale marketing, we make sure that the number we tie in here have enough zero, right? Otherwise we've been regret in the future. For example, you do not tie 6,000 but just 100 and you cannot sell good in here and you cannot fix the problem. Let's see. Also we check the celebrities. Okay, we take a private label option here, the good price. If you want to make sure you can get the contract, you need to look at the market snapshot, more details, that the price from previous year, right? The bidding from our competitors, the lowest price may be 40, and also we see the demand and supply here, right? So we can apply that price. We need to check the market snapshot in details. And also here most of them do not sell in here one bid but wrong, because they do not meet the minimum requirement of 4-star, mark price of 44, right? So we look at this for the last year, we see the reason somebody they did not win the bidding contracts, right? So we also look at the finance and cash flow to see what we have done correctly, right? Everything. Of course, we have more tips, more advanced. We can pay the dividends here. We can buy back some. For example, we can buy back 225 share because the price here is still low, so we can increase this one, right? Increase in percent, increase the return on equity. So we have go through 20 advanced decision or winning kind tips. Hope that you can win the game more easily. Thank you for watching. Good luck and success. See you in the next video clip.